Can you feel this is how I wanna be? Peeling out, breaking out, moving in. I'm really revving, burning up, shouting out. All I know, this machine, we got something beautiful. When I roll late at night, fire breathes my eyes like. Feel the edge, hold it close, make a break incredible. All at once I come alive. I don't care what people say, all I need's a pair of wheels. In your face when you frown, can't control the feeling now. Crazy heart, purring loud, drowning out the big sound. Hold your breath, feel the spark.
I'll show you what I know. Take you under my wing. Maybe I'll even let you spin a little fast.
Alright, he's Mega here, and we're gonna go for a ride in a WR250E. As you can see here, I'm unplugging the battery because it's fully charged, baby. And so we're gonna take it for a ride today on the street. I haven't been able to do that since I bought it, and now it is street legal, guys. I just got insurance for it. Let's get this off of here first. Okay, this is a little condom for the thing. Okay. Get out of the garage first, man. Mega's got his winter gear on, but it's kind of warm. It's sunny today. The sun came out today, and Hades Mega said, I want to go for a ride, so here we are. If I can get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I got the bike all ready to go. And we're going to go talk about the WR250E. Okay, it says we got 96 volts. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What's wrong with these handlebars? Does it look like they moved at all? It's kind of weird, though. Okay, I got a mirror on here. Oh, like it barely works. Why is the master cylinder so low? I feel like I need to lower it a little bit. I feel like the handlebar should be forward more. I can't move it. Okay, anyway, the mirror is just there for looks, guys. So if you guys are wondering where I got that mirror from, it works. Get this kickstand down. All right. Okay, I got it in mode 1 right now. Oh yeah, hold on. Before we go, make sure my garage is closed, okay? And then let me go into track manager here. And we'll delete the track. And then here we go, guys. So we're gonna go for a chill ride on the WR250E. All right, guys. So here I got my Garmin E-Trex on here, and I'm gonna talk about the WR250E. Okay. So my intentions when I bought this bike, all right, was to. Oh yeah. Okay. So let me talk about all the things I prepped on the bike before we could actually go on this ride, guys. So, I put the bike back together again, guys. So I was reinforcing the front and the rear mounts, okay, and I finally got done with it. And then I reinforced the battery tray, and I put everything back, okay. So everything is back the way it was, and then yeah. So now I took it for a test ride yesterday, and then now we're gonna go out on the street and ride it. All right. Hades Omega will be keeping an eye on the voltage. If it looks like we're at close to 80 volts, we're gonna turn around. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. All right, guys. Yeah, and then I still got the dual sport tires on it. Well, I feel like I'm riding the light bee. I want to go in the bike lane. You don't have to do that, Hades Omega. All right, so mode 1 looks like that's the one you want to ride on the street with, all right? It's not very fast. We're barely doing 40 miles an hour right now. It's not fast at all, all right? That's what I'm going to say. We're in mode 1 right now, guys. Okay, I got no turn signal, so I got to use hand signals, guys, as you can see. All right. This bike still needs a ton of work, a ton of work. So, what else did I do to get this thing ready to go on the road? I got registration for the bike, all right? So I went to the DMV, and we got the registration squared away, sort of, kind of. They gave me now we're on the 40 mile an hour zone, man. You gotta speed it up. Alright, well, it seems like the fastest speed it goes in mode 1 is 40, which is perfectly fine. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're hitting 40 right now. So I got my GPS on there, and it is accurate, okay? Accurate speeds. Because I got no speedometer on this bike, right? And we're just going for a chill ride, alright, guys? Nothing too crazy. Nothing, man, he can barely climb this hill with this, with it in mode 1. I'm wide open throttle right now. Alright, we'll just let it cruise. So this thing has no regen whatsoever, alright? Yeah, this bike has no regen whatsoever. I'm hoping we don't run into any police. I don't think police in the car will bother us, but I think like a motorcycle police will say something if they see us. Alright, another thing I did to this bike is I put the Yama link on it. It's a little bit lower than it was before. I'm still almost at my tippy toes, man. It's still kind of too tall. But I'm on a crest right now, though. Oh, well, we'll do a stoplight check later, okay? Again, because there's like a depression. We're like stopped on the ground or some shit. So, yeah. So anyway, what else did we do to get this bike ready to go? Is on the street. Yeah, we got the registration. I got an operating permit is what I got. I didn't get a license plate with a sticker on it. I got an operating permit with a sticker on it. All right, and and this mirror is like almost useless. I need to move the brake thing up a little bit, or I need to move the brake down a little bit. But like it like barely works, man. As a mirror, I have to like move my head to use it. All right, I hope we have enough charge to make it up Sierra Road and back down. That's what I hope today. Okay, so far we've gone 1.3 miles. All right, I'm thinking this should be able to make it up and down. All right, I mean it should definitely make it down. It doesn't eat up as much power going down. Man, this thing is slow, dude, with in mode 1. Want to put it in mode 2? Let's put it in mode 2. Alright, there we go. There's a lot more. It's definitely got a lot more oomph in mode 4. Mode 2. Okay, also, I put the mirror from the Alta Red Chef. Alright, and also I got no brake lights, alright? So what other goodies is hated? Okay, yeah, and I got insurance. I just put insurance on the bike right now. And it was an extra $4 to put it on because I think I got 2 more months in my policy, so yeah, I'm only paying for like 2 months of insurance on this, which is it's cool, man. I got Progressive Insurance, and I have the most dirt cheap insurance there is. All right, like it's like the least amount of payout if you hit somebody and all that crazy stuff. All right. So hopefully we don't hit anybody, and hopefully whoever hits us has insurance. Okay, that's a scoop there, guys. Oh damn, this thing it goes. Okay, so there's a couple things that don't make this. So that's all the stuff I did to make the bike street legal. What else makes this thing street legal? It's got a headlight and it's got a tail light. All right. However, what I'm missing is I don't have any brake lights and I don't have any turn signals, and I only have 1 mirror. Okay, so yeah. Should we see if we can burn this Model 3 off the line? I kind of, or not Model 3. It's a Model Y. This thing is like scary to launch. Let's see. Yeah, it gets to 40 pretty fast. I got no mirror on the left side, man. I can't see anything on the left. Alright, anyway, it cruises at 40 nicely in mode 2. I think mode 2, like it's significantly more power than 1. I think if you're just gonna ride in residential areas, mode 1. Mode 2 is like everywhere else. Like if you gotta go like 35 or 40 miles an hour, then you better put it in mode 1 because it's not gonna have a whole lot of get up and go, man. All right, so far we're at 91 volts. All right, that's good. Got plenty of charge. It is a cold day today. All right, I think it's in like almost, it's like in the 50s, all right, guys? And also, it's December 30th, all right? It's the day before New Year's Eve, so I think this is going to be Hades Omega's last ride of 2024, all right? So, welcome to our last ride of 2024. Maybe Hades Omega will do a first ride of the year, first ride of 2025 ride, all right? And I like to take these rides and just kind of reflect on what's going on, all right? Anyway, so we're here at this is the base of Sierra Road right here, and we're gonna go on. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it in mode 2. I don't want it to eat up a whole lot of power. So the goal for today is to get up to the top of the mountain and come back down, all right? And Hades Vega wants to not push the bike home, so hopefully we can make that possible, and then have a good time riding, all right? So, and now I'm going to talk about this bike. So anyway, that's what's left to make this thing look street legal. Is I need blinkers and I need a brake light, all right? I do have a tail light, but only the running light works. The brake light doesn't work. I think there is I think what I have in the back of this is a Tusk, was it a brake lever? Brake lever. Oh, you know what? I didn't check the chain slack. I hope the chain slack is fine. It seems okay. We're not going to do anything crazy, all right? We're not going to do any kind of jumping or anything. Alright, and we're just gonna take a chill ride going up Sierra Road. We're gonna try to have some fun, but not too much, okay? Alright, let's see how well it climbs up this first steep section of Sierra Road. Looks to be just fine. The voltage is dipping to 87 volts already, man. I don't like this controller too, guys, so we'll keep it in mode 2. Man, this thing is going hella slow. Come on, man, you should hurry up. Yeah, so hopefully we don't follow if you're gonna follow these guys up, I'm gonna stop, dude, so. Okay, we lost one. Alright, let's pass them. Okay, so yeah. So that's all the stuff that makes this thing street legal, all right? We got the insurance and all that stuff. So speaking of the insurance, one of the interesting things I noticed when getting insurance for the bike, I got it through Progressive, guys, just in case you're wondering. When I put the VIN number in, it says this is a WR250X. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't a WR250X, it's a WR250R. It should be the dual sport. Oh, there's San Jose, guys. I'll take some pictures at the top, all right? You guys can see the magnificent view of San Jose. All right. But here we are, going up Sierra Road. Anyway, yeah. So the insurance thing, man. It says this is a WR250X, man. That's a supermoto. This is supposed to be. This looks like a WR250R. It's got the dual sport stuff on it. So yeah, I don't know. Hey, it gets up here pretty easily. Pretty fun. Woo! So I have taken this. I have raced this in a. Hair scramble race, and we got 15 miles of range, all right? It's awful, man. So far, we've got 4 miles going up here, so I think we'll be able to make it if we can, but we are going at higher speeds than we are in trail riding, so I'm not 100%. Generally, trail riding eats up more power. Oh, we're gonna go here, because it's a dual sport. Yeah! Oh man, the suspension is stiff. I think the spring rate on this bike is fine after it lost all that weight from its transition to a electric bike. It lost about 35 pounds, so that's a lot. That's a significant weight loss, is what I'm gonna say. All right, and it gained probably a boatload more torque than the 250. All right, we've also got the 53.2 sprocket in the back. This makes it helps it climb up this hill easily. I'm barely giving it any throttle. All right. And it's climbing. Ooh, all right. It's doing it. All right, we're heading up about 35 miles an hour. We're at 87 volts, man. That's not very good. Hades Omega's gonna try to hit McDonald's up on the way home, too. All right, there's San Jose out there. Beautiful. nice weather. We've had having kind of some shitty weather lately, and finally it cleared up, and I said, hey, let's go take it out for a ride. And here we are, all right? Oh man, there's some dirt right there, but it's okay, we're riding a dual sport. So I don't like the throttle on this bike. It just has like a big burst of power and a certain point of the throttle, and then it just like kind of falls flat later, man. And the way it expresses its power is not very nice, guys. I wonder if there's a way to tame that power more. But I'm running it's running the far driver. This thing has a far driver controller, guys, and that's what it is. That's what's driving the bike, man. So I'm gonna get I have a new controller to install on the bike, and hopefully this bike will ride a lot better with that new controller, man. Because I don't like this controller, man. Alright, we're at 84 volts. Okay, we're just pretty chill ride, alright? We're not pushing the bike very hard. This has very nice, playful handling, is what I'm gonna say. It's a smaller bike than the Red Shift. It's much lighter than the Red Shift. I think this was 200 something pounds, 230 pounds, somewhere around there. And the Red Shift is 280. All right. All right, let's go wide open here. Let's go wide open up the hill. All right. I'm gonna put it in mode 3 also. All right. Okay, this is the most power. This is race mode, baby. It's not wet out here, I'm surprised. It's been raining the last couple days. Alright, so I'm not the only one out here riding motorcycle today. Wow, we're doing 50 going up this thing. Man, this thing is a monster in mode 3. 52 going up the hill, wide open throttle. And that front is like too stiff. Alright, we made it, guys. We made it. Alright, let's get a picture of the WR250 right over here, I guess. There's no rangers out right now, so alright, I'm gonna go get a couple pictures while we're up here, and then we'll go head on out. Alright, he's Mega here. The bike has made it up to the summit of Sierra Road, alright? Congratulations, buddy, you made it. You've done what all my other bikes can do. Okay? You've raised the bar for yourself, okay? Anyway, that's my moving permit, my operating permit. I think the oh, okay, I got it taped on there. I thought the tape was coming off. I just have the bottom part taped, and it's just flapping all over the place. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. That's the thing. They don't make operating permits for motorcycles, man. Anyway, so we're going to go to the next, we're going to go up a little bit. All right, we're going to go for a little cruise. But anyway, we hit 52 max on that last section going uphill. So that's got to tell you, we can probably go a lot faster. We'll see if we can go hit a top speed on the way down. This thing doesn't have good brakes though, so I kind of don't want to go that fast with it. We were 27.9 moving average, and it took 14 minutes of riding time to get up here, and we've ridden 6.6 miles, okay? And we're at 88 volts, all right? So I don't think we're gonna eat up a whole lot of power going back down, but going home we will. Yeah, alright. Anyway, here we go. Look at all the squirrels. We can do some dual sport action here. Oh, but they put these things here so people don't stop on the side of the road. Hey, Samega. I know, I wanted to do some dual sport action. I think, yeah, people are like stopping here on the side of the road. That's why they put these things here. If a ranger caught you riding around there, they'll probably frown on you. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk about this bike and my plans for it. All right, guys. And I'm gonna talk about where we're going with this. All right, where we've come from and where we're going, type of ride. All right. So I bought this bike in October from a dude in Bakersfield, and so this is what I've done so far to it. All right, we've tidied up the bike a whole lot, man. A lot of the bolts are loose on this bike, and I tightened them and I torqued them to the right spec. I got the service manual for this bike. All right, we're just gonna go for a chill ride here, man. We should just put it in mode 1. All right. Mode 1 is so nice. It's so smooth, the power output. I could really get on it, and it doesn't feel like it's going to take off right away. All right, we're at 87 volts. We should have plenty of charge still, okay? I hope. We'll check the battery balance on the way home, too, because when I get back, we'll check the battery balance. This battery had an imbalance problem before, and it wasn't getting good range. All right, let's go here in the dirt. Just because we can, right? Because we're a dual sport action. Man, you gotta twist it a lot to get it to go. Mode 1 is like a cruise control almost, you know? You just hold it wide open and it won't go faster than 40. Alright, yeah. So I fixed a bunch of the bolts and stuff on it. The wheel spacers were flip-flop, so the brake rotor was rubbing on the caliper bracket. All sorts of dumb shit, man, was up with this bike. And then we race it in the Hollister Hills Hare Scramble and the Supermoto race in Bakersfield, alright? Supermoto Championship race. I only race one of the races. Alright, we're here. Alright, we're gonna go head on down. I don't want to follow that truck down, so we're going to go this way. Alright, guys. Okay. Let's put it in mode 2. Mode 1 is kind of lackluster in acceleration. Alright, so, we raced this bike in the Hollister Hills Hare Scramble, and we got just shy of 15 miles, and it died on me, alright? It completely died on me. Because obviously the battery ran out of charge. And I think it's because of that cell imbalance. One of the cells was lower than the other ones, and it just, like, you know, poof. It tried to protect the battery, and that's what happened, all right? Okay, so we're on the return trip now, guys. And then we raced it in that Supermoto race. I had knobbies on the bike, and then I took them off, and I put these dual sport tires. This bike came with these dual sport tires. I think they're Shinko... No, I think they're Kendas. They're Kenda 705s or something. It's like a street-oriented dual sport tire is what it is, alright? And it did pretty good in that race. We didn't get last. That's all that matters. Right? Alright, but yeah, we're just going for a quick ride. Alright, and so, after that race, Hades Omega set out to, you know, keep on fixing the bike. So the motor mount was in pretty bad shape. Oh yeah. So before any of the racing, I had Rob at Fabrications Unlimited fabricate me a what is it? Well, I should have put that guy, flashed that guy a 2. There's two vehicles are coming. It's not like a one-lane road. It's kind of dangerous to ride on this road. On a motorcycle, it's not too bad, but on cars, man, I don't like coming up here on a car. Let's go. Dual sport. Anyway, yeah. So that's a scoop, guys. I had Rob do the what did he do? Oh, he made a battery tower thing to hold the battery up because the battery is just sitting on the motor. Is that normally how it does that? You know, and the what is it? All right, let's see how fast we can get this on the downhill. All right, good luck catching up to me on the way down, buddy. All right, here we go. I've got daytime running lights though, at least, so. All right, don't crash, Ace Omega. The brakes are not very good on this. All right, 50 miles an hour. I hope the chain stays on there. I think we hit 57. 57. I know this bike can do 60 miles an hour. That's what we were doing at the Supermoto race, so. Alright, we can kind of rip it on the way back, man. Woo, horses! Alright, this is where you get your top speeds is right here. Alright, we hit 59, 59, 59. That's as fast as I want to go on this thing, man. Hazemeg is not the best downhill rider also, by the way, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo! If it's blind, I go slow. Okay, this is not a racetrack, guys. I've seen a lot of guys crash. I saw a guy crash in here one time with a Supermoto. So we're gonna brake hard here. Yeah, it's real dirty here, man. I don't like going fast in this section. So we'll definitely slip and slide. We got 84, 85 volts, still plenty of charge. We've gone 11 miles so far. So yeah, I had him fabricate a battery support, all right, and we're using it still, right? And then what else are we doing? I put thicker battery straps in to hold the battery in, and then what's the word? Man, I hate that this doesn't have regen, man. Not a racetrack, guys, not a racetrack. It feels so fast on this bike, man. Okay, and then what else did he do? I think that's all he did. He made the, oh no, yeah, he made a plate. He boxed in the motor mount, all right, is what he did. He welded a plate on top of the two brackets. The parallel brackets, he welded a plate on top of it, so now it's got like it's really strong now. Okay, so it turns out that this motor is crooked, guys, and it's still crooked. I can probably fix it. It turns out the rear mount and the front mount, they're all messed up, man. Like one of the mounts is like all on there, all wrong and stuff. It's not long enough. He didn't make it long enough. Woo. Slow down, slow down. And then, yeah, all sorts of a plethora of things are wrong with the motor mount, man. And it's just not strong, man. So Hazemeg beefed it up. I added braces. Yeah, I added braces from the motor mount to the battery tray mount. I also extended that one bracket that was like too short. I extended it, okay. And then so here we are now, all right. And then so I found out what kind of gearing this bike has. It's running a 1453 setup, very tight, very low or short gearing, very short gearing. All right, guys. which is good for if you're gonna build a trail bike. That's what you want. You want the shortest gearing, the most torque, all right, to help you get up those hills without the motor straining itself all that much. Yeah, this thing is just handles good, man. Like it's so easy to ride. Yeah, and it's nice. It's standing up. I put a Yama link on it also, all right, because it's too tall, and it still feels like it's too tall. Actually, we'll stop when we get to the bottom, and then we'll see. All right, so it's just freewheeling right now. It's probably getting faster and faster. We're probably going to run into this Prius if we don't slow down soon. But we do have brakes. Yeah, don't make me waste my charge, buddy. This is extending our range. Extending our range. Okay, we're gonna stop here at the light, and then we're gonna. Actually, I want to put in a McDonald's order in right now, so I don't have to wait. Oh well, whatever. I'll just put it in when I get there. Okay, and then we're just gonna chill right here. All right, guys. So it made it up and it made it back down. I'm surprised. All right, we got 12.6 miles and 85 volts. So we still got plenty of charge. We're just about 50% charge, guys. All right, are we in mode 3? Let's put it in mode 2. Mode 3 is a little too crazy, man. Yeah, I don't like the way this bike is set up, the controller. And then yeah. So and then I had to take the controller out and put it in, and it turns out like the guy he ran all the wiring, most of the wiring through the air intake boot thingy, and it was not good, guys. There was the power wire, all right, the red wire. There's this metal ring, all right, that's bolted on into the airbox. What it's there for, I don't know, man. Maybe there was like a backfire screen on it or something. I don't know, man. But it was there, and it's sharp. And I guess when the bike jumps up or moves a lot, the wire rubs on that, and then it cut a thing in the jacket. And this thing is metal, guys. So metal and positive wire, conductive, right? Hopefully that thing wasn't grounded to anything. Right? So yeah, we're gonna fix that. Don't worry. We'll fix that. Oh yeah, we made it. Yeah, this bike is fun to ride. I like it. Okay, so and then here we are now. We're riding it. Okay, so now I've got you up to speed to the present. All right, this is what we're gonna plan. Oh, we're gonna turn right here. This is what I got planned for this bike, guys. Okay, I've got let's put it in mode 1 in the neighborhood now. The chain doesn't feel very good. I might need to put some lube on it. I didn't put lube on it because I'm going to change the chain. So that's another thing. That's one thing we're going to do about this bike. We're going to change the chain on it, all right? This chain is shit, man. It stretched so much in that hair scramble that I was like, what the heck, man? It was clacking and making all this noise by the end of the race. I'm surprised it just didn't eject itself from the bike, man. Yeah, so that's a scoop, guys. Alright, and we're going to head on to McDonald's here. Gonna get some lunch. I think that was a successful ride today, guys. Any day you can get another ride done is a good day, man. I live to ride another day, is what they say, right? Yeah, we'll check out the drivetrain when we get back, man, but oh man, there's like no parking. I could just park there in the dirt. Oh, there's a UPS truck. Yeah. Alright, and there we are. Okay, so we did it, guys. So far we've gone 14 miles and 84. We got 84 volts, so we're at 50% charge. Alright, just about. So we could probably go, this could probably go 30 miles. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so actually, let's check the balance of the battery real quick. I got my phone with me. It's at 50%. Let's see what kind of... There shouldn't be a whole lot of imbalance at 50%. It's when you get down to the lower numbers or the higher numbers when you'll notice imbalances. Alright, but yeah, here we go. It's connected. It says it's at 50%. That's right. Alright, that's weird. It wasn't like that yesterday. Yeah, so our cell imbalance is 0.025 volts. That's good. Alright, that's good. Alright, that means the highest and the lowest charge is that's what it is. Alright, so let's go take this inside and then I'll talk while I make an order. Alright, so yeah, there's a key here thing. I want to get rid of this. This is not a good place to have this key. It just flopping all over the place, and my knee hits it sometimes, and yeah, it's just not a good place to have this. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I think I'll take my GPS too, and I want to leave it here. Yeah, so we got 14 miles and we're at half a charge. So that tells us if we times that by 2, we could have 28 miles and the bike will be dead. All right. So the range is not super good on this bike, but it's okay. All right, for how big that battery is all right. All right, and that ride doesn't necessarily eat up a lot of charge. It eats up a lot of charge going up the hill, but going down the hill it doesn't. All right. So anyway, yeah, one of the things I wanted to do is change this chain, all right? I bought her another chain already. I got a primary drive gold motocross chain for this, all right? I've been using those chains for a while now on the Light Bee, and I haven't had any problems with them, man. I haven't had problems with them breaking, all right? They break sprockets, but they don't break the chain. Okay, but yeah, it's still on there. Let me make sure it's straight. That's another thing we had to make sure make sure the drivetrain is straight, and it still looks straight. Okay, I've got a plethora of parts to install on this bike. We could just ride it around more. I don't wanna attract the cops' attention. If we were up there, there's not a lot of cops, but down here there are. Yeah. Oh, anyway, let's go inside. Oh, look at that, guys! I just got a 20-piece chicken nuggets for $4.20. That's a good deal, man. Before they used to be $5, right? Now they're like $7 or something. It's ridiculous. But they had like a 20% coupon. Should I help out the Ronald McDonald House charities? Sure, why not? So now it's $5 now. $5 even. It's hard to find a deal for $5 nowadays, guys. Everything is so expensive. Anyway, yeah, so if you guys are wondering how I'm going to take this food home, I'm going to stuff it inside my jacket. That's what I'm going to do, okay? That's the plan. Anyway, so yeah, we're here at McDonald's, and yeah, I was gonna fix that motor mount. What I did was I added spacers. All right. Also, I found out you're supposed to add spacers, or I guess you don't have to, but the rear mount is floating on the swing arm. There's a spacer that connects the swing arm together. All right. You're supposed to put it over the swing arm bolt, and then you slide the motor mount over that spacer, all right, and also it gives the swing arm someplace to grab, when you tighten it. But it floats on that, all right. So if you don't want it to move, you add spacers on it. You add spacers on top of that spacer that you put, and you can use that to align it. So the alignment is off a lot, okay, but as you can see, it rode just fine, all right. We've got to do more testing, more riding with this bike. And so that was good to get it out and ride it today, man. So it's making some noise now. We'll take it back. We'll run it on the stand. But yeah, I can hear it's a lot more noisier than it was before. But it may be because the chain stretched or something. That chain is shit, man. I don't know where DJ got that chain from, but it's just stretching like fucking crazy, dude. It can't handle the torque of that motor, man. And so that's why we're gonna put that primary drive gold chain on there. And then what else is the scoop? Yeah, so while we're waiting for the food, I'm gonna tell you what other stuff I got planned for the bike. So this is the future part, guys. Okay. So we've got we're going to install a new controller is what we're going to do, okay, guys? I think before that, I'm going to shop for batteries first, okay? So before I get stuck to talk about the controller, we're going to talk about the batteries. So I need enough batteries to finish Virginia City Grand Prix. So I need 3 batteries, guys. I don't want to stick with that 84-volt battery. I like it. I like the 84-volt battery. It's lots of power, man. It's lots of power, and it doesn't heat everything up. As you can see, it can handle a supermoto race if you can keep the charge up, man. That's the problem, man. Like the charger I got with that battery is shit, man. It only charges at 5 amps. It's super slow, man. So the plan is to go. I want to go with the 72 volt battery, right, guys? Just like the Sauron. It's a much more common battery, and I have 72 volt batteries. All right. So the plan was, battery-wise, we were going to install a Sauron battery, all right, guys, in the bike, so I could use the batteries that I already have, because I have good batteries for the Sauron, you know. And then, so what's the scoop? The Sauron battery won't fit in that frame, guys. So when I stripped the bike down, I looked at the frame. I was like, dude, this frame is tiny. So it turns out the WR250R, WR250X, it's like an odd bike that Yamaha made. It's a dual sport, but it doesn't share any parts with the YZ. It doesn't share any parts with the WR250F, the dirt bike model, right? It doesn't share any parts. It turns out when I'm doing some research, a WR450 or a YZ450 would have been a better choice. Okay, so a better choice for as a candidate for a electric motorcycle. It's still out there. I'm watching it. I'm making sure nobody takes off with it. Yeah, it would have been a better choice as an electric motorcycle, because the frame is more open. The frame is teeny tiny on the WR250R. It's like round in one section. It's twin spar, but then it becomes like a single, like a backbone. So what you want is, you want it to be twin spar all the way to the head, man, and it isn't. So I don't know what the hell, dude. So yeah, it turns out the WR250 is not a good candidate for a electric swap, guys, because there's not a lot of space in the frame. I think my order's ready. And yeah, so that's the bummer part. Okay, so how does Hayes make it do this? All right, guys. If you got nowhere to put the food, man. Hey, you know what? I can just ride one-handed too. I could do that because it's an electric bike, man. There's no clutch. So, but anyway, yeah, I just stuff it in my jacket, man. That's all I do. See, just like that. Now it's like I got a big gut, you know. I got a beer belly. My jacket is thick enough to do that. Yeah, so let me talk about the bike before we take off. Yeah, so the frame, all right. So right here is straight, all right, and then it opened up like this, all right. So there's not enough room to put a Sauron battery. Also, the problem is the subframe. The subframe is too skinny on this bike, man. They made this bike like really, really narrow, man. If they'd moved the subframe outside a little bit, you know, we could have put the Sauron battery. So I probably could get a Sauron battery to fit in this. I'd have to hack up the tank and all that stuff. And then it's like, where are we going to put the seat? The seat is mounted to the tank. So there's just all sorts of problems with trying to put a Sauron battery in this, right? Because you would have to put it in from the top, right? So you would have to fabricate something like a lid that would flip open like the Sauron, so you can put the battery in there, man. It's not a good idea, I think. Which is a shame. So my plan is to go with the battery like this, all right? So these are what are called cuboid batteries, all right? That's what they call them at Amorgue. So they're the ones that build this battery. I'm going to contact Amorgue and see if they can build a battery like this, but 72 volts. So this is an 84 volt, 32 amp hour battery, guys, all right? The Amorgue battery. All right, guys, we're going to take a kind of extended ride home, all right? We got plenty of charge, so yeah, let's go this way. We're going to go back the way we came, but a different way. Yeah. So we're just going to mode 1 it. I don't know. The drivetrain feels fine. I think there's something wrong with the master link on this, man. I'm trying to keep the underside of the bike clean. I know Hayes Mayer went and rode on the dirt and everything. And anyway, yeah. So I know I'm going to talk about like the registration and all that stuff later. Yeah. So my plan is that we need to get different batteries for this, basically. Okay. So that'll be a separate video, guys. But I think I'm going to go with the 72 volt battery, guys. just because I have 72 volt chargers, I have 72 volt batteries, you know, it just makes it, logistically, it makes it easier for me. Instead of having that odd 84 volt battery and then I have to buy 84 volt charger for it. Because the charger is slow as shit on this, man. Alright, the battery, the charger that Amorga gives you is hella slow. It's a good charger, it's just hella slow, alright? If you're not in a big hurry to do anything, it's perfectly fine, okay? So yeah, so that's a scoop. Oh yeah, I do kind of feel like something up with the drivetrain, man. I may realign the drivetrain later, all right. But it seems like it's okay. It got it up the hill fine, and it ran fine. So maybe the chain stretched already. I told you the chain sucks on this, guys. So yeah, so that's the scoop. We're gonna get a new battery for it, and then I've got new controllers too. So that's what's coming up. I've got an EBMX X9000. I bought it for Black Friday deal. All right. Yeah, I got it for about $1,000. All right, guys. It's pretty expensive. The controller on this bike is only like $200, guys. It's not a very good controller, guys, from what I'm learning. If you knew what we were doing with it, you can do a lot of cool things with this controller. But anyway, I shot a video about it. Check it out if you want to learn more about the Far Driver controller. There's a lot of cool shit you can do with it, but I would rather go with something more user friendly, is what I say. All right. Okay, so what else? So we're gonna install EVMX controller. All right. So another good thing about the EVMX controller is it'll have regen. All right. I can't get the regen to work on this bike. That's why Hayes Meg is always complaining about the brakes on this bike, because it has no engine braking at all. Okay. So, and I like to have a regen on the bike. All right. It has a regen thumb throttle. All right, I also got the cool new display. There's a new EBMX display that came out for this, and we're going to install it on this bike, and we're going to use that as our speedometer and odometer and all that stuff. I think it's this one. Is it this one? And I have no idea where the hell we're going, man. He's making us just going for a ride. Oh, there's like a little lake here, a reservoir. Oh, okay, I see where this goes. Yeah, so there's that. All right, we got a new controller. It's got a fancy display on it, so we don't have to run this GPS anymore. All right, it does come with like something like an egg rider display. All right. Oh my God, this freaking truck is taking a sweet time. Anyway, I'm not in a big hurry, guys. What is this guy doing? Just these plumbers, man. It's a good thing there's no kids out here. Alright. I know, I just want to go ripping on some trails right now, guys. This is a great stealth bike. This is a great stealth bike. Anyway, yeah. Besides, yeah, he's making us go trail riding right now, man. Yeah, something's wrong with the drivetrain. It's kind of making a clinking sound now. We'll have to check that out when we come back, man. So yeah. So that's a scoop, guys. So we're gonna get the new controller on there, and that'll give us a regen throttle. All right, it'll give us a regen thumb throttle, but also Hayes Mega developed a regen handbrake, all right, a regen left handbrake. So it's where the clutch would be, and that's perfect for this bike. This bike has nothing on the left side. It's got a foot brake, all right, which is fine. I think I like that. I would rather have a foot brake and then a hand activated electric brake, right, regen brake. So that's a scoop. Anyway, yeah, I'm just riding around, man. Trying to make this ride longer, all right. And yeah, so we're gonna get a new controller, new battery. All right, it'll have regen. It'll finally run better. All right, it'll have a good display on it too. I bought the fancy display for it, so yeah, I actually paid a little more than $1,000 for it. The display was expensive, man. But I think a big display would go nice on this bike. All right, I think that it would be perfect for this bike. Because I don't think. I don't like a big display on the smaller bikes, because you could hit it. You know, if you jump the bike and you hit it with your helmet, like it'll crack the screen, man. That's what happened to that big display that I had before, man. and that's a scoop. Anyway, let's go this way. Yeah, so we gotta get batteries. All right, 72-volt batteries. I'm gonna get 3 of them. So if you lower the voltage, that means you can increase the capacity. You can have more cells in parallel rather than series. All right, and that means you get more range. All right, that's what I'm looking for. I want more range. The bike is set up pretty well right now. It's got a really short gearing, so that's good for getting more range because the bike doesn't. As long as you're not going super fast, the bike will get good. Better range, all right, so because the motor doesn't have to work as hard. The motor, the controller, the battery, all that stuff doesn't have to work as hard. All right, we're gonna go make a right here. So the mirror kind of works, man. Remember, I put this redshift mirror on here just so I can think. I might move this brake lever down a little bit. I feel like it's like kind of too high. Oh, we're in the faster street. Let's put in. Okay, so yeah, Hades Mega's trying to put more miles on this so we can see what the range is going around town. So what else? The battery and the controller are going to be changed. Also, Hades Mega's going to modify the suspension. That's what's after that. All right. I'm gonna install gold valves and then rebuild the rear shock on this bike, all right? Because the rear shock on the WR250R is garbage, okay? It's shit, all right? But you can make it better. You can make it better. This bike has a problem with the rebound, all right? There's not enough rebound dampening or something, all right? So that's a scoop, guys. We need more rebound dampening, and we can do that with gold valves, all right? So Hades Mega, there's really not many options for this bike. There's a gold valve, and then you can get a Cogent Dynamics shock. All right, you can get a Cogent Dynamics shock for the bike. All right, but it's like $1,000. So I'm trying to. Oh, hey, look, we can ride with this guy. He's got a Grom. Nice. Man, that thing is so loud. Shit, let's go. I don't know why he doesn't want to go fast, man. He waved me ahead, man. Anyway, so yeah, what else? I don't know why that guy wouldn't want to go fast on that Grom, dude. Like I know the Grom can go like 50 or something. Alright, let's see if we can blow him away. Oh shit, the front came up! Man, it's fast in mode 3, man. Yeah, so this bike is no slouch, man. It's got 84 volts, it's got like 16 kilowatts of power, man. It goes, alright? Yeah. Let me drop my McDonald's off at home. Oh, we're at the light here. Yeah, so, oh, shit, yeah, see, I told you, man, the bike wanted to take off without me, man. That's crazy. Did you see how fast it went compared to that Grom? Your Grom is slow as shit, man. Alright, let's see what top speeds we can hit. We're nearly out of charge under full twist, that's what we'll say. Alright, we're gonna... The guy's probably, what the hell is that bike? Why is it so quiet? It's an electric bike, yo. Yeah, see, as you can see, the bike has no problem keeping up with traffic around town, alright? I don't think I would want to take this on the freeway. It can barely hit 60 miles an hour, and this thing will just like chomp through the battery right away. So it's probably not a good idea to take this on the freeway. I'm sure if you probably re-geared it, you could probably take it on the freeway, man, but... Yeah, actually, let me go put I want to talk more about the bike. Yeah. So we're gonna get the controller. It's gonna have the regen brake and everything. We're gonna have the 3 batteries, and then our Hazemega is gonna redo the suspension. All right, we're gonna get gold valves for the front and the rear. All right, the forks and the shock, and then we're gonna rebuild the shock. The shock needs a new bottom out bumper. All right, the bump stop. Holy moly, man, this thing feels like it just wants to do a wheelie all the time, man. It's crazy. I don't know what it is about these Yamaha bikes, man. They're just so prone to want to do wheelies, man. I ran into FC07, man. That thing will wheelie like easily, man. All right, let's go here, and then I'll just ride around the neighborhood until we run out of charge. Okay, I'll put my Mikey D's back in the thing, and I want to talk about it a little more. So how much charge we got? We got 80 volts. All right, we've gotten close to. See if we can go 5 more miles, man. We'll just kind of ride around until we can put more miles on it. But anyway, yeah. So that's a scoop, guys. I'm gonna redo the suspension. The suspension is okay. It's better than the Sauron. All right, it's not. It doesn't beat me up like the Sauron. However, the problem is the rear shock is the biggest problem, right? And the front shock, it's too harsh, all right? So I heard if you install the gold valves, the dampening is much better, all right? So like when it needs to absorb, it stiffens up, and then when it wants to be plush, it stays plush, all right? So that's what we want. We want to keep it plush is what we want, all right? So we're just gonna go right around in like mode 2 or something, all right, guys? Alright, so yeah, that's a scoop, guys. We're going to get the suspension redone, alright? And then I think we should be ready to go race after that, alright? I've got new chain rollers to install. The bottom chain roller is all tore up, right? And I got an upgraded one that has a bearing on it. And we got a new chain to put on it too, so also, Hazemega is kind of throwing up the idea of installing a dual sport kit on this bike. All right, so there's no lights on this, but there's not that. This bike is not street legal the way it is right now. All right, I've got a mirror, I've got a headlight. All right, that only has like a high beam, and then I've got whatchamacallit, it's got a tail light. All right, with a plate holder. So I've got the headlight and the tail light, so that's that. I've got a mirror. I bought some handguard mirrors. I don't know if I'm going to install them or not. All right, they're the same ones that are in my Sauron. They flip up. All right. Also, what's the deal? Yeah. So yeah. So to make this thing street legal, I would need to put turn signals and a stoplight, all right? So, yeah, why are you riding out of the street, Hazemega? Well, Hazemega is trying to keep it on the down low, man. Okay? That's a scoop. So, Hazemega is trying to keep it all on the down low today, all right? I'm sure we'll be okay. It kind of looks like a street legal bike, okay? So that's a scoop there. So Hazemega is just trying to blend in with the traffic, is what I want to say. But yeah, so it's got no brake light. It has a tail light, but it doesn't have a brake light, all right? That's another problem. We have to add a brake switch to it. So the good thing about the EBMX controller I have, it has a 12-volt output built into it, all right? So the previous owner of this bike, they installed a DC-DC converter, all right? So basically it takes that 84 volts and it steps it down to 12 volts so your electronics will work, right? So, but I'm going to get rid of that because the controller I have has a DC-DC converter built into it, okay? So that's a scoop. I also bought the harness. There's a harness just for this bike, all right? The QS138 harness. So I bought that for this, okay? Oh, that's not a through street. Yeah. Anyway, so that's a scoop, guys. Why don't we just go right here? Let's go right here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm throwing up the idea of buying a dual sport kit. I found one on Facebook for $50, but it's not around here. I would have to get it shipped. So a dual sport kit is $170 something, right? If you have the headlight and tail light already, I just found that out. Tusk makes one. Good old Tusk off-road, man. They're awesome, man. And yeah, so that's a scoop, guys. I'm kind of tossing up the idea of making this bike a dual sport. We could do it, and I don't think it would really make the bike any heavier, and it wouldn't make it any more fragile. Ooh, there's a trail here. I'm tempted to go ride it, man. Yeah, so there is that. All right, Hayes Mega's planning to maybe make this a dual sport. All right, so let me talk about like the titling and the registration and all that thing. So it's all messed up. All right, just watch the Hayes Mega Title Madness series, or the saga. All right, guys. But I'm not gonna go into much depth with it. But my plans for this bike was to make it a dirt bike. All right. Basically, I was going to register as an off-highway vehicle, and then I was going to get a green sticker for it. All right, because it's a street legal bike. I'm pretty sure you can get a street legal sticker. It has an emission sticker already on it. All right, and so who cares? It's an electric bike now, so it doesn't really matter, man. Let's just ride around here. Woo! Let's put it in. You need to get your ass run over, Hades Omega. Whoop. Yeah, it does wheelies pretty good, man. Whoa, the front lifted there. Oh shit, dude. This is fucking crazy, man. Yeah, we just practice doing poppers, man. Oh, there, I got a good one right there. Alright, remember, cover the rear brake, Hayes Vega. Oh, I think I accidentally hit it. So I don't like where the rear brake is on this, man. The rear brake is kind of like a backup brake, alright? That's my plan with this bike. It's, the rear brake will be a backup brake for this bike. Woo! We just ride it around this little driveways and stuff. So just roll over it. Yeah, the suspension is a little stiff. I think it's because this bike lost so much weight. But yeah, it also probably needs a refresh, the suspension, man. I don't know how much service work this suspension has had, you know. Can you lock up the rear? Let me see, let's try locking up the rear. Yep, you can. Stand up, man. He's having too much fun with this bike. I don't like the deadband on this, man. The deadband is not good. It's like you gotta twist it like a quarter turn almost just to get it to go. Oh, let's go straight over there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, I think we're running out of power. Oh, yeah, we are running out of power. We're at 75 volts. All right, let's go back. Oh, yeah, the bike is getting slower. Yeah, let's go back. We have to go back, guys. This guy's having too much fun with it over there. This thing gobbles up a lot of power, man. When you get on it, it eats up too much power, man. Oh yeah, it's hella slow. It's in mode 3 right now too. Yeah, I might be pushing it back, guys. Alright, just put it in mode 1. and then just ride slowly. Yeah, I think we're dead. I was like, whoa, I felt it. It suddenly went slow. It suddenly hella got slower all of a sudden. Okay, yeah. So that's the scoop, guys. We're gonna do the suspension. Hayesmega might make this a dual sport. All right. So the good thing is it's already a dual sport. All right. It's already street legal. So the reason why I don't want it to be street legal is because I don't want to pay for another freaking bike every year, guys. It's $160 to register like an older motorcycle every year, and it adds up. I got like a shit ton of bikes. If I do the green sticker, if I do the off-highway vehicle, then I don't have to worry about that. It's like the registration is every like 2 years or something, and it's not a lot. All right, that just means I can only ride it as a dirt bike. I can't ride it on the street. All right. Another thing Hayesmega is planning to do with this bike is get a second set of wheels. All right. I raced this in the dirt tracker race, and I think if I wanted to race in a flat track or dirt track race, we could do it with this. All right. So that's why I'm looking for another set of wheels. Alright, the bike is hella slow right now. I think we should just go back. Yeah, so that's the scoop, guys. Alright, Hayesmega is trying to wring out the last bit of range this thing got. And then, this thing just loses power. It drops power like crazy all of a sudden. It was like running fine for a while, and then poof, it just ran out of power. And so I guess what the controller is trying to do is ration it. It's just sucking so much power out of the battery. I don't like the way this thing is tuned, man. It's awful, man. So yeah, and we don't have regen. If we had regen, it would help us a bit. We'd get a couple more miles, than my guess, man. We wouldn't have to use the brakes to slow down so much, you know. All right, yeah, it's not going anywhere right now. I'm only going like 28 miles an hour, which is okay. We're just riding around here, but be dangerously slow if we went out on the street now. Okay, yeah. So those are my plans for the bike, guys. If you guys have watched the video up till now, all right, thank you. All right. But anyway, and thanks for coming along for the ride. I had a whole lot of fun riding it. This is my last ride of the year of 2024, and I did it on the WR250E. All right. I might do a first ride of the 2025, so check that video out. You know, it's gonna be kind of talking about stuff that happened in 2024, basically. Okay, but this is my my plans for this bike video, right? Past, present, and future. All right, that's what we went over, and yeah, so hopefully we can get the suspension squared away. The suspension was pretty good, is what I'm gonna say, but it's kind of not it's not plush enough. All right. You want it to be stiffer, like, you know, when you jump it and stuff, but when over like small stuff, you want it to be more plush, all right, so it doesn't beat you up. All right. Also, Hayesmega is planning to replace these handlebars. All right. Well, we're dead, man. We haven't got no more power. We got 74 volts. We can ride up and down the street until we run out of charge. Is what we're gonna do. until Hayesmega's pushing, you know. We could do that. It's super slow right now, man. Yeah, it's way slow. It's like in limp mode right now. I know the mode 1 had more pep than that, man. Oh yeah, it's got no power when I twist it. Yeah, it's dead. It's almost unrideable how it is right now. Okay, guys. So I think that's the end of our ride. Hopefully it has enough power to make it up my steps here. Okay, looks good. So yeah, that's my plans. Also, I'm planning to change this handlebar, guys. I'm gonna change it to the fast flex bars. All right, so I've got the fast flex bars on the Light B over there. We're gonna take those off, and I'm gonna install some Warp 9 handlebars on that bike. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the stats. Yes, we gotta check the stats out, guys. Let's go park the bike real quick in my garage, and we'll check the stats out. All right. So we rode 22.9. Just call that 23 miles. All right. 23 miles. We hit a max speed of 59 miles when I think we went downhill that one time, just barely. We just kissed it, and then that's it. It's kind of scary riding this thing past 60 miles an hour. So let's say. We got it? Okay. Trying to get on the stand, man. There's not enough room in my garage. I wish I had a bigger garage, guys. Alright, just be thankful you have a garage. Hey, this man. Alright, so there it is. She made it. Alright, WR250E made it back. We should probably throw it on the charger soon. We've got 74 volts. It's pretty much dead. I'm surprised how fast it ran out of charge, man. But anyway, we hit 23 miles. That's all right, I guess. That's more than it did off-road, I'll tell you that, man. But we were getting on it more off-road, for sure. I think with the regen we can get a couple more range, but like I said, we're gonna change the battery. We're gonna go with a 72 volt battery, all right. And then that's the controller right there, okay, guys. I will have a separate video on that guy. We'll be installing these fast flex bars. I'm gonna move them from this bike to this bike, all right, because those are like enduro handlebars. So they have elastomers on it, so they bounce up and down. Okay, so yeah, so they'll be dope. That's what I'll say, all right. And I'm running the same handguards on that bike, on this bike. Yeah, we'll probably install these mirrors, all right. See the mirrors I have here to make it street legal. Like I said, I'm still up in the air whether we want to make it street legal or not. Another thing to do is we can check the battery. So we rode it for about an hour. I think it was okay, man. I don't like the way this controller behaves. And we're gonna fix that, okay? But we're gonna check the BMS out. Oh, it's been connected the whole time. It can't be 48, man. The voltage should be pack voltage. It says 84. I don't think it's connected anymore. Okay, there we go. Now it should say dead. Okay, now it says 7% charge. When we're at the McDonald's, it was at 50%. Now it's at 7%. We did ride around quite a bit, though. We rode an extra, we rode like an extra 5 miles almost. I was hoping we could get to 25 miles, but I don't think it's going to make it, guys. It says there's 2.8 amp hours left, man, and it's not going very fast, man. Yeah, I think the chain's stretched. I'll check the chain slack on it, man. The chain sounds a lot noisier than it was before, man. But yeah, it ran good. So this was kind of like a shakedown ride for this bike after I reinforced the motor mounts. Hazemega has no doubt in his mind that the motor is solid, all right? It's on there and it's not going anywhere. Let me take a look at it real quick. I think it's fine. Still there. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna swap these handlebars because those are like for more trail-oriented riding, all right? And Hazemega's gonna use that for supermoto racing from now on. That's it. So we don't need the fancy handlebars for it anymore. And then hopefully that'll be it when we get all that stuff on there, and then we'll put the knobbies back on, obviously. And like I said, Hazemega's trying to get a second set of wheels, so if I do want to do some supermoto racing with this bike, I can do it, all right? Or I can ride it on the street. I've got registration until April, all right? Or they told me July is when this expires, when the registration on this bike expires. So I already paid it, so I should have they should have given me a July tag, you know. Yeah, so the registration and the title stuff is still kind of all up in the air, guys. So I will talk about it. You guys will learn about it in a future video what happens. But basically, I paid all the fees off on the bike. I'm requesting they give me some of the money back though. But they said they can't do anything until I pay for it first. So I paid it first. Hopefully they'll give me some of my money back. Yeah, there's something up with the title on this bike still. I had to get a thing so I could skip the guy I bought it from. He lost the title and he never registered it to himself. And then we're trying to get a new title and then title the bike in my name. So I kind of don't own it, but I paid all the fees on it. So yeah. I have it. So So another interesting thing is when I put insurance on this bike, it said this is a WR250X, and this is supposed to be a WR250R, guys. I don't know. Does the X, is there something that makes the X special over the R other than the wheels and the brakes, man? I don't think so, but yeah, it looks like an R to me. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to look up that VIN number because the VIN number says it's a according to the Progressive Insurance, this is a WR250X. I'm like, what the heck? Maybe it says it on the thing here. Let me see. It just says Yamaha motor. Yeah, it just has the. That's the only identifying thing on it is the VIN number, man. So it's got the sticker, and it's got the emission sticker. Maybe it's got the name of the bike here. Engine family owner. No, it doesn't say anything. I don't know how to find out if this is a 250X or R, but I mean, obviously it's a R because it's got the dual sport wheels on it. So the previous owner told me he made this bike from a bunch of other WRs. All right, basically is what he said. He told me, all right, but the title is all messed up with it, man. So if we want to ride it on the street, well, anyway, it's kind of street legal. I got a permit for it, so we can ride it on the street now. So Hayes Omega will be riding this on the street. And we could take it to the motorcycle park because we have the registration and all that stuff on it. So we can do testing on it now, all right? So we can legally go take it out and ride and do testing on it. So that's a good thing. I've got it until like April is what the thing says. So I got 4 months to get this thing. Also, Virginia City Grand Prix is in April also. All right, so thanks for coming along for the ride. That was my last ride of 2024, and I did it on a WR250E. All right, a new bike, new year. Right, it's coming. All right, and then so hopefully things will go well for the WR250E in the 2025 year. All right, I kind of regret buying this bike because it's not a good. The frame isn't very good for doing the to install a Suron battery. Okay, I should have got a YZ or a WR450, all right? I should have got a 450 size bike, not a 250 size bike. All right, but it's kind of fun to ride. It's a small bike, you know. It feels smaller than this bike, the Redshift, and it's lighter. So I had a great time racing it, and hopefully we can make it better, all right? Hopefully the new controller and the new batteries and all that stuff. Hopefully all the stuff that we do in 2025 will make this bike into Hades Mega's trail bike of his dreams. Okay, that's how we go. That's the goal, guys. We're gonna make this thing into Hades Omega's WR250E trail attack bike. All right, that's what I call it, my trail attack bike. Okay, so also. The battery, if you look at this, the cell imbalance is only 0.037 volts, so that's pretty good. This battery is doing much better than it did before. I'll tell you that. It went more miles than it did before. It got 23 miles instead of 15 miles in that in that hair scramble race, man. Yeah, so that's not bad. I think that was the problem. The battery was imbalanced. So what we have to do is we have to keep on discharging and charging the bike, discharging and charging the bike, and then eventually, all the cells will balance itself. So the worst thing you could do, guys, is to let your battery sit around and not use it. All right. You need to use it sometimes. You need to give it some exercise. All right. The same thing with car batteries. All right. Same thing with the gasoline cars, all right? You want to drive them every once in a while. It's not good to just let them sit, all right? I'm looking at the Eclipse right here. That poor thing has just been sitting there. It's been raining a lot. I don't drive that thing when it's raining. Okay, thanks for watching. Hayes Miguel.